Welcome to RV to Freedom Live. We're Carenza and Brandon.
Hi.
And we're the hosts of the RV to Freedom Facebook group and the creators of Roadmap to Full-Timing RV course.
Yes, Roadmap to Full-Time RVing course.
Yes.
She said it wrong.
Oops. And we do help future nomads smoothly transition into full-time RVing.
Yep. So let us know everything's coming through clear, the video and the audio, because we had problems with that last time. But hopefully we're here. And JP, this is a video chat. It's our favorite kind. We talk to you, and you can't talk back to us.
Just JP. We don't mind the rest of you.
Yeah, the rest of you can talk to us. But if you have any questions for us or anything,
you just type them in the comments, and we can see them pop up, and then we can answer anything you have.
Nice.
Thanks, Chad.
And Kelly.
And Kelly sitting next to us. So we want to know, are you guys afraid of being lonely on the road? Have you not hit the road yet and you're worried that you're going to be by yourself all the time?
You're just going to be stuck with your person all the time?
Yeah.
Which is cool when you're in a house and you go home every night and you've just got a couple hours, but then you go back to work and you have people at work to talk to, people that you do things with to talk to. And then some, we hear a lot of people are like, am I going to kill my spouse if I'm living in the same tiny space with them all the time?
Or you just want to have, you're going to miss your friends. You want to be able to have conversations with other people.
And maybe you have hobbies or things you like to do. Like I like to go bash my car into rocks, as some of you have seen. And some of us don't like to ride along when I'm doing that.
Oh, well, I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes not. But yeah, we want to let you know there are so many people out on the road. There is a large community here, and you can find your tribe.
Yeah. And tapping into the community makes this whole thing better. It makes everything easier. You're going to have people to talk to. You're going to have people that can answer your questions that aren't a dealer that you have to pay and get the wrong answer. You're going to find shared experiences, and you can share things with other people.
Yeah. It's all about how you want to make it. I mean, you can do as much socializing or as little socializing as you like. So if you rather hang out, in the boonies by yourself, you can totally do that.
Yep.
But if you put in some effort, you can find a lot of people to hang out with, because there's a lot more of us out here than you ever realized.
Yeah. A lot of you that are going full time, you may be the only person that's ever thought of going full time. And we were the same way. It was just us, and we were like, we're crazy. We're going to be the only crazy people because everybody's retired, and they're different than us. But you're not special. You're not.
Well, I said that a little funny. But...
I know, but there's a ton of us out here.
Yeah,
and there's all different types of people out here, and you'll find your tribe. You
will.
Yeah.
So there are so many ways to kind of go into this and find people, and we actually had a show all about that last summer. But so we'll just kind of touch on it, because there's two main ways. You can do it online or in person.
Yeah.
And online, if you're in the RV to Freedom group right now, you're finding people. Yeah. You're finding part of your tribe right now.
Yeah,
and that's initially
bunch of RV to
met.
Freedom people. Well, we didn't meet in the group.
Not we met. Well, I was about to say you started talking, so I stopped. We met some people when we first started.
Yeah. Okay. Bob's special.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's there's people in the group that are already meeting up. If you see you're in a similar location, or if you're going somewhere similar, maybe you're going to an RV show together, meet up and go around the RV show together.
Yeah.
And then the other way, the main reason that we thought, hey, let's talk about community, is rallies and convergences. And we just literally yesterday drove away from our Moab Escapers convergence, which is Escapers is a subset of Escapees RV Club. And that's a super awesome way to meet a lot of people real fast. And everybody's there to meet people. So there's no awkward walking around the campground, walking up to someone. It's just, we're all here to meet each other. Who are you? What's your story? Where are you from? And you find people. Yeah. So a lot of the people commenting that are on here were at the rally too.
Which is why they're saying boo, because we did leave. But but it is. You get to instant connection. Yes. instant connection right there in person with somebody, which is great. I mean, it's a great way to meet a bunch of people at once, find people, and then you can keep meeting up with them. So I love both ways. And a lot of times, like Amy, who did say boo, we met Amy and Jeff online. We met them in the RV to Freedom group and in the Escapers group on Facebook.
But we also met them in the campground but
we met them online first.
That's true.
So we already knew a little bit about them and saw the kind of stuff they posted. And then we were in Moab together.
Yeah. But we happened to be in a campground together right before the convergence. So we got to, talk a little bit there and get to know them a little bit more one-on-one. And then, boom, convergence. 100 people, or I guess 80, I don't know.
50 something, I think.
Yeah, so there's probably up to 100 people there. And you meet a lot of people. And you don't have to meet everybody. That's fine. But then you go to the next one. And
I found out I didn't meet everyone. Oh, yeah. When it gets big, sometimes you don't.
Right.
I was like, I never met that person. But I did meet a lot of people, and a lot of people that I can call friends now. Yeah. And I can keep track of kind of through online presence again and just meet up when we're around each other.
Yeah. And the cool thing about rallies is there's a rally for every flavor. We were at the Escapers rally, which is more of the adventurous and outgoing, active group. So we did, there was mountain biking, there was hiking, there was off-roading. There's supposed to be a jet boat ride, but the lake was too low. Lots of crazy stuff going on. St. Patty's Day party. But then you'll have there's family rallies. There's Full-Time Families does rallies. Mm-hmm. There's huge national rallies where you'll get every walk of life there. They'll have 1,400 to 2,000 RVs.
Right.
We're actually slowly on our way to the Escapade in Missouri, where that's going to be going on. But within that, there's every subset of society in these rallies and in these convergences, because RVing isn't just one stereotype of person. Yeah. Sorry, I just saw Amy said lots of eating. It's like, yes, lots of eating.
Lots of eating.
But yeah, RVing isn't just one type of person. There's not just one stereotype.
Right.
Everybody's out here, and it's just a matter of seeking out and finding your people.
Right. And we've met so many people, and it's not like we find only the ones who do specifically what we do.
Yeah.
Like when we're not only hanging out with people who off-road with him, and we're not only hanging out with people who eat with me. Yeah. But it does make you able to find people who do that, and then maybe you connect with them a little bit more and you become really good friends. Mm-hmm. But you still can meet up with the other people. We still hang out with everyone because we have a lot of fun. I mean, there's like I said before, an instant connection. You all like RVing,
right?
And so it's nothing to break the ice beyond that. I mean, we all do. We're gonna talk about black tanks.
But that's easy. It's easy. We all deal with it. It's
not
a
something
common
you talk about though,
right,
with your other friends. That
you can't sit in a restaurant and talk about your black tank unless you're with a bunch of RVers, and then that's totally normal conversation over dinner.
Right.
And I think, just to be perfectly honest, I'll have prejudices about how people look sometimes. I'll be like, that dude in that big lifted pickup truck, I'd never talk to him, and he knows who he is. But you meet so many different people that maybe you would have never interacted with before, and you find out that they're just like you.
Yeah.
They just look, they just drive their big pickup trucks and listen to their loud music, but they have the same fun you do, and they have the same insecurities you do, and they have the same days when they're tired and days when they're happy. And you start to realize that, we're more alike than we are different as people. And I think it's really great to kind of mix it up, because there's so many people we've interacted with that we never would have in our normal lives.
Right.
You tend to be stuck with a certain peer group that works at a certain type of job, that lives a certain type of lifestyle, and that's all you know. And RVing is kind of the nice equalizer.
Right. Yeah, you do get to meet a lot of different people. I saw Jonathan talked about their meetup in Orlando. That was a bunch of Freedom RVers. It was actually a bunch of students from the Roadmap course. So that was pretty awesome. And Ellen said she looks forward to meeting us in Missouri. You're going to be at Escapade, Ellen? That'd be great to know.
Yeah, we'll be there. You'll see us. We'll be talking about some different aspects of RVing up at Escapade.
Yeah.
And then we met JP. He was there. He's all right.
Yeah, he said he was there. He said I was there too.
Yeah. Now, JP,
we found out that Brandon and JP, and we met him years ago, but we didn't get to like hang out as much until recently, and they're a little too alike for my taste. It's a little weird, but
yeah, I
it's
asked
okay.
him to bring music on the off-road trip because I didn't have any music on my phone. And then all the music he brought was the stuff I was going to play anyway. So yeah, it's a little weird, but you know.
Yeah.
But just so some of the rallies and convergence types you can go to, I guess I covered them.
You did cover them. Yeah. But we've got some more stuff to talk about here. But Kelly she said a good point about the stereotyping, because she's been surprised before in a good way as well. And it is true. Like he was saying, I mean, like Kelly, you got that weird color in your hair right now. I don't know if I talked to you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Excuse me. Sorry.
And also, you know, there's that stereotype of the old RVer, the old retired RVer. And, you know, they've run us around, these old retired RVers. I mean, they're up hiking and running, and you realize that, you know, they may be old in age, but in their head, they're still 19 and 20 years old, just like we are. You know, I mean, they're still out there having fun and wanting to do stuff, and it's really cool. Yeah. Anyway.
And we just wanted to talk a little bit about the community, because the RVing community in general is so supportive. It's amazing how much everybody supports each other across the board. I mean, you can see it within the group. When anybody asks a question, you get a lot of help.
Yep.
You know, everybody wants to be there for you and help you out, and they'll answer things. That's the reason that we created the RV to Freedom group, was for people to be able to ask, especially newbies. Yeah. So you didn't feel like it was wrong to ask these types of things.
Right, because you're stepping out of your world into the RV world, and you know, you don't want to be this new green person asking the same old dumb questions. But everybody has those dumb questions. They all need them answered. But
as you can see in the group, it's not just people that are new to RVing that are in the group. There's a lot of veterans in there too, and they're in there having a good time and supporting each other and answering things and
sharing their knowledge.
And sharing their knowledge, and that extends into live conversations too.
Yeah, we know that as RVers, we're all going to end up on the side of the road someday. We're all going to have something weird happen someday. So when you show up at a rally or a convergence or even an RV park and somebody's got a problem, people just pitch in. They help out because they know one day they're going to need the help themselves. And I think, you know, at the rally we were just at, we helped our neighbor figure out her battery issues and her charging issues. And then another RVer had a charger that they didn't need anymore, that they sold her really cheap. And then someone else helped with the wiring. And it was just like a whole community effort. And that's just how it is, because we all know we got to deal with the crappy dealers and the service centers. And we all know that these things, you know, they have their issues and they have to be dealt with. And, you know, the collective group just pitches in and takes care of it.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much. Everybody gets in there and help. And you can see, actually, we have a post when we did the anti-sway bars, and we tried to do them in Quartzsite in the desert on the ground, just boondocking. And all our friends like pitched up and helped. And there's some funny photos of 3 guys underneath the front of our RV. Like they were all there doing that.
And it was great because I needed a tool that I didn't have, and someone else had this part, someone else had another part. The exact same thing just happened at the Escapers Convergence. What did I need? I needed a big socket wrench to deal with a part of my car that I messed up. And another RVer had it, you know, and then later I had a part that someone else needed. So that's just how the community works. So
and even like with JP, we said that he's a convergence director. So he was in charge of this thing. But when everybody comes in at once, that's like overload. So we came in, and Chad, who was on here, Chad and Allison came in, and Marnie and Julie came in, and we all helped check people in, get them into the convergence smoothly. And everybody just volunteered their time, you know, because we want to help make the experience great. And
so it really is to your benefit to reach out, because believe it or not, we're both introverts. We both, and that's kind of why we left Moab. It was like, okay, we had lots of fun and now we got to go recharge. And in our previous lives, it was just us. We didn't really, you know, our friends, we lived in a big city. Our friends scattered after work and went home, and we didn't really hang out with people often. Now we're with people all the time.
We're a lot more social than we were when we lived in a sticks and bricks.
And so it's a little slow going when you're new to RVing, but use social media, use Facebook, use Instagram, reach out to people and just talk to them. And then maybe if you're nearby, meet up for a drink or meet up at a
Yeah.
coffee shop or do something small. And you'll find that one little connection will lead to another connection and will lead to
Right.
another. And it just, your circle just grows and grows and grows.
Right. I am definitely not one that would normally go up to someone and just start talking to
Yeah.
them. But I knew once we hit the road that I would need to do something, because as much as I love this guy, I knew I needed some other interaction. So I did. I followed people on Instagram and on Facebook. And when I saw they were coming to the same area, I reached out and said something. And it seemed weird at that time, the first time I did it. And then after that, I realized that's what everyone does.
Right.
And
yeah.
it's completely normal to reach out to somebody that you've never met online.
Yeah, that's
And-
RV life. If you see us in your town and you say, hey, we're nearby, I'd be like, oh, cool, we'll meet up. Or we'll be like, oh, the dog's sick, which means we're tired and we want to watch Netflix. But, it's totally normal to reach out to people. We still do it. I mean,
Yeah.
we reach out to people all the time. And a lot of times we'll pull into a new area. And I'll go on Instagram and use the location filter to see who's posted pictures near me, and actually found someone that was camped directly next to us that was talking to one of our other friends that we'd never even met this person before. So we had a quick little chat, and it was cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, and in Tucson, someone actually recognized a picture that I had posted and where it was, and so they commented and said something about grabbing a beer if we had time. And then I realized somebody else was there. So we ended up just doing a get together. I was just created an Instagram group and said, hey, we're all here. Do you guys just want to do something? And so we had this whole thing of RVers come together, and everybody's usually up for that type of stuff.
Yep.
Because they all want to meet people too.
Yeah. And then some of those people we ended up seeing again later in California desert. So, it's great. It's a great way just to not feel alone out here, so that it's not just the two of you going at this by yourself, or if you're solo, it's just you going at it by yourself. Finding your people makes it great. And for us, if we didn't have a community of people we were talking to, we may not even be on the road anymore.
Right.
We may be like, okay, we're tired of looking at rocks and trees and stuff. Let's go get a house. But now it's like, well, where are you going? I want to go there.
Right. I mean, this is the third thing that we really wanted to talk about was just, it really makes a difference. It can make or break your traveling, especially if you are a people person. Even though we're introverts, we do like to be around people and do things with them. But finding your tribe can keep you going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how our travels are now. It's kind of like, oh, you're going over there? Well, I wanted to go there. Let's go that way. And then, the Moab Convergence was the same deal. We were in Quartzsite with Escapers at their convergence, and then they announced the Moab one, and a half dozen of the people we were sitting with said they were going. We're like,
well, because we were like, well, we were just there in the fall. We were gonna go maybe this way or somewhere else, but then it was like, well, guys are all going there. We need to go.
Yeah.
So now sometimes we do move our travel plans around our friends, wherever we know where they're going to be. We meet up with them, or the convergences where we know a lot of friends are going to be, or a lot of great people that we want to meet.
Yeah. And so, this, now we're starting to make the big turn east, and everybody we know right now is in the west. We're like, uh-oh, we're going to be all alone again, but we'll find new people out there. We'll catch some of you guys out there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, and some of it's a family and friend trip. So the Sticks and Bricks family and friends.
Yeah. We have to
make
roll
those
over
visits.
to them.
So sometimes it's different friend sets, RV friends and Sticks and Bricks friends.
Yeah, normies. I don't know. I call them stick people because they live in stick houses.
Hey, Melinda. It's good to see you on here. I don't know if you're still in the Midwest. We might come through there, say hello. But anyway, we just want to say it's just, it really does help when you find your tribe, your people, and you can keep in touch with them online. Having the RV to Freedom community right here has been great because we just like talking to everyone, and we love meeting everyone in person when we get to do that. That's awesome. And just being able to know that you have friends on the road and you can be like, where are you? I think we're in the same area, and you get to meet up with people and hang out and have that interaction makes all the difference for just that longevity of traveling.
And then there's also the times when it's like, I need a weird valve for my RV and I'm stuck here. Can you get it to me? And I know Chris and Cherie from Technomatia, they had that exact issue. They were on the side of the road with their air brakes broken. And another one of our RV friends was sort of in the area. So they went to the shop and got the part and brought it to the side of the highway. And that's why we keep you all close, so that one day we'll need you. No, but we'll also help you.
It does make a difference and helps you feel not so alone out there. I mean, that's just even knowing that you have people that you can call on when needed. And even if you're just a question in the Facebook group, you know, like you have a problem with your furnace, just knowing that you can go in there and ask makes a difference. Yeah.
So take the time and crack your little shell a little bit and try to reach out to people. It feels weird at first, but everybody in the RV world is kind of similar. When we started, we didn't really know other RVers, and we all wanted to know other RVers. So it's nice to kind of start that process. It'll take its time. But you know, some of the people that have come out with us, like Joni Zander that's in the group, she's the Galavan, but she came out with us on one of her first trips, and other people we knew were nearby, and then she went off with them and then met other people, and then we met those people, and it just balloons. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah. It's a snowball. It just keeps going because you connect to people through other RVers. And like Allison said, they found out it's valuable to get opinions and recommendations and guidance from fellow nomads. So if you create those connections, then you get information from them. They didn't know where they were going to camp after Moab, and just on a recommendation, they've got a new perfect spot. Yep.
And Allison, we're in the exact same boat. We didn't quite know where we were going. One of our other friends was out here.
We found Marshall
hiding out here on a cliff. And 35 miles down a dirt road. He wanted to make sure nobody could find him, but we found him. And it's an awesome spot. We're sitting on the cliff next to a canyon that we never would have brought the RV to. We would have read the reviews and be like, yeah, it's pretty, but I'm not driving 35 miles on dirt. But Marshall was here, and we had to come harass him for a while. So now we're here. Charlie's here now, so let's start the whole thing over because he showed up.
Well, and Marie too. Sorry you guys had to join late. I know Marie's not a West Coaster anymore. She's on the road now. I know Charlie is though, so it's always like a tough time when you're trying to race home from 5 o'clock, right? Can't wait until you get out there too, Charlie. But yeah, we went into oh, wait, what's Marie saying? Sorry. I saw it said something about Escapee's Rainbow Inn.
Shuffling stuff her up. And I heard it's crazy hot down there.
Oh, yeah. She's like, just getting into this lifestyle. She's a graduate.
Yes.
I know that sounds weird, but she went through the program, and now she's a full-time RVer, and it's awesome, and she's just getting settled into it. The Rainbow's End was our first stop as full-time RVers. So
and our generator kept turning on at night for no reason.
Right.
We were brand new, and we drove through salty roads, and we got to the park, and then there was dew in the morning, and I think it dissolved the salt into the generator, and all night long, the generator would just turn on, and I couldn't figure out how to disconnect it without hitting the battery disconnect button. So our first night in the RV in Texas, we shut down the whole RV and went to a hotel.
We did.
Because we didn't realize that you could still stay in the RV with it turned off.
Right. I mean, it was a little cold because it was January, and we could have just put on more blankets, but I don't know.
No, the RV is not working. Go to a hotel because we're city folk. We don't know what's happening. When I went and knocked on the neighbor's door and apologized for our generator running all night, and it was silly.
It was,
But you know what?
We've since come a long way.
Yeah.
And this is why we're sharing these stories and information, so you don't have to do the same weird little mistakes or kooky things that.
Or maybe you will, and that's just part of life, and you'll go on with it, and it'll be fine. And that guy's forgotten about us, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's just now part of our story.
Yeah.
But we did say we had an announcement, and we wanted to share this with you guys too.
Yep.
So it actually ties in very well to today's topic of community.
That's why we chose it.
So you guys know that we love RVing, and you know that we've been involved with escapers for a while. We've been going to convergences,
So
and
we were at their very first convergence in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 3 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So we have always felt a kinship with them, and we've had the opportunity to get more involved with escapees/escapers.
Yes.
And we had to take this chance. So we are actually going to do some work with them, and we're going to work on content.
Yeah. So we are going to be working for escapees. I think mostly working with escapers, because that's growing so fast and it's trying to target a new generation of RVers. That's what the sticker says. And we'll be doing, I know, we're going to be doing content strategy for them. So we're going to help them out with blogs and video, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Just helping them out a lot, because we like them. They support community. They build awesome communities, and we're at those communities already.
Right.
So why not?
Right. And as far as RV to Freedom, this isn't going to change anything here.
No.
This is still going on. We love this community. We love what we've built, and we just want to make it better and keep growing it and support you guys. And I think this will actually help.
Yeah, because we're going to be a lot more connected to the RV industry than we have been. And it might help give you guys a seat at the table. So when, we're yelling at manufacturers for not making what we want, we can say, hey, these guys over here said they need this thing, so get to work.
Yeah.
And also
a bigger voice now.
Exactly. And we'll know about changes in the industry faster. Yeah. And we can just bring the whole community together, because that's what their deal is. Escapees has always been about community. It started 40 years ago as a group of working age full-time RVers that needed to get together, so they had their community to work together, and it's grown and grown and grown, and now we have our community, and we're basically just we're not merging the two, because RV to Freedom still is RV to Freedom,
and but we're gonna escapees,
yeah, we're still gonna work together. So
but yeah, we think there's some symbiotic type of relationship, synergy. Yes,
I remember that from my corporate days.
Right. Yeah, there's some things that we can take from each other and learn, and just be a stronger and better community.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of crossover, because I know a lot of you already belong to a lot of other RV clubs, and you belong to escapees already, or you are escapers. You're on here with us, and I know you're escapers because I was just hanging out with you.
Yeah. So. And we're the same. We belong to a bunch of RV clubs, because just like we've been saying, it's about finding people. Our personal people that we found seem to be in escapers, but there's a different group for every person, for every type. So it's a matter of getting out there and finding where your people are. Right. Or maybe it's finding out what kind of person you are, because like I said, we're introverts. We had a whole different life before we started RVing, and RVing has changed us a lot.
Thanks, Charlie. So that was cool news. Oh, I guess I forgot what we're doing. I can show this stuff. Yeah. And Melanie said, yay, we're so excited to have you.
Yes, our boss is on TV with us now.
But we're not doing anything bad. Yeah. Oh, great. So I'm glad you guys love it too. We're getting a lot of great feedback here with the A's, and that's awesome. And we're glad to hear that, because we wanted to just make sure we let you guys know what we were doing. So it was just out there, because we think it will be great for all of us.
Yeah.
And
it has been so far. And so that's the thing. We want to continue making it awesome. And Escapers has made it great for us. We've met tons of people. And, it's made... we've been a member of the mail service and everything since the beginning. And so all of that has just made this whole RVing thing easier and able for us to do it. I mean, if we had to go out and figure it all out without resources out there, it would be a real big pain.
Right. Now, we've used the resources with Escapees had when we started, like that little guide on moving to Texas. Yeah. We had even been Texas residents, but we'd not been residents in RVing as Texas, because that's completely different than just moving to Dallas. That was easy in retrospect. But yeah, so with the resources that they have and the community that we built, there's just a lot of things at play here that can help everyone out.
Right.
I did see Charlie had a question here, and they said they plan to follow the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
We followed the sun, but we followed it up onto this cliff, and it was 24 degrees last night. So we might need to find the other sun to follow.
Yeah, well, it went. Yeah. It dropped. I think a front came through and it dropped 10 degrees. So today and tomorrow are cooler, but then it starts to warm up again. It'll be okay. And he asked if that's what most of us do. I think a lot of RVers, we try to follow the sun. Now, we know a few crazy RVers who followed the snow this year.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, but people do that.
Well, if you like to ski and stuff, but we're not from those areas, so we never learned to love that stuff.
And then do we try to balance time on our own versus time with others? Yes, very much for us, because the nature of being an introvert isn't that you're just shy and quiet all the time. It just means that you don't get your energy from other people. When you're out with other people, you're kind of giving out energy. And for us, it's very much like that. Like, we'll go to the convergences and we'll be up there and we'll be doing everything, especially me. Like, I want to be in everything. I want to be out there all the time.
Brendan has a lot of FOMO.
Yeah. But then I crash. And then we'll just basically go away and we'll spend a couple weeks by ourselves, and that's perfect. We get back on our own routine. We're not on everybody else's schedule. We watch TV when we want, we work when we want. We're not feeling drawn in 100 directions all the time.
Yeah.
But it comes down to what you're after. The wintertime is when most RVers tend to, concentrate. They concentrate in the Southwest, or they concentrate in Florida. So wintertime is like the RV social season.
Right.
Everybody's close together.
It's easier to meet up with people because they're just around.
Yeah, there's not a lot of places to go that are still warm, so everybody tends to be in those same areas. So that's why the big annual bash is in the wintertime for Quartzsite, because it's a boondockers bash. So it's like, it's easy, it's everybody's there anyway. It's moving to another location probably, but it'll be in the Southwest desert. As we get
there's just in Quartzsite in general, you can see if you go there at that, like in January, that's when there's so many rallies there, because it's just easy, because everyone is going to the Southwest or Florida.
Yeah. And as the rest of the country starts to warm up, then RVers start to scatter. And then it's less social. So takes a little more work to figure out where people are and to crisscross.
Right.
But I know JP has a lot of convergences planned. So you could probably hop convergence to convergence all the way around the country if you wanted to. But
but we definitely try to balance out.
I get my energy the same way that Jonathan does, except for the coffee. But and it needs to be a sunset. So change that to sunset, replace coffee with like mojito, and I think we're exactly the same.
Right. Yeah. Well, and Bob has the introvert thing. It's so true. It's not antisocial. It just takes a lot of energy. Recharging needs to occur. And that's very true.
Yeah.
So we do that. We try to balance, and we also try to balance sometimes places that we want to go see. And, if no one's going there, it's not like maybe we won't hang out with friends then, but sometimes we'll meet people we didn't know about or hadn't ever met in person while we're there. But we've tried to balance where we want to go with sometimes going to see friends and meeting up with them.
So right now we're in the where we want to go phase, because Moab was to go in to see friends, but we've never really done Southern Utah, all the parks, Bryce and Zion and all that. And so we're here. I was like, we want to go see those while we're here. So we kind of left everybody to go see them. And, if other people show up when we're there, hey, we'll hang out. Sorry, Kona's snoring back here. He's just a little too relaxed.
Nikki's going to be pushed to the test when she gets depleted. And she's also up there in Alaska.
Oh, wow.
So, you guys are moving down into the rest of the U.S. to see the rest of the country. Maybe follow a little more sun, get a little more heat than you do in Alaska.
Yeah. And what's nice, I think you'll find in the RV world, there are a lot more introverts than extroverts, because it just lends itself to that. It's I'm going to go live by myself in a box away from everybody. That's a total perfect introvert life. And then you start to find more people. But what's cool is the extroverts, because they're the glue that connects us all. Because we have our one friend, she's not on tonight because they went out to have fun.
She specifically even wrote us to tell us that she was going to be on, but then they had to go to the Red Bar. Yeah,
our one friend Jen Neely, she's our extrovert in our group, and she's the one that reaches out and grabs people and pulls them in. Then we'll start talking to them, and then they're in the group. So they're pretty cool to it's like I said, I never probably would have hung out with Jen Neely in any other life, just because she
probably would have run in different circles.
We would have run in different circles. She's an extrovert, I'm an introvert. We never would have hung. But now,
they're like a great friends.
Yeah.
We traveled with them for months last year. So yeah.
Yeah. Melinda's asking about our fall plans. There's still Jell-O plans, which is, they're not firmed up yet.
Yeah.
But
they have a wiggle room.
Yeah. But what we like.
Yeah, we always like that because I think it was Charlie. We were talking about you were looking. Oh no, it was Jim. Yeah,
talking about
Jim
the freedom to do whatever you want.
Yeah, have that kind of flexibility in your planning. But yeah, we're talking about the Northeast, swinging up through to go see leaves. I like when the leaves change.
She
colors.
Likes to watch leaves dying and falling off trees.
I'm a leaf peeper.
Yeah.
Whatever. That sounded creepy, Brandon. Yeah, leaf peeper sounds good.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about doing that, and we're going to be swinging down to visit family again. So
and then
maybe even taking family on that trip.
In December we'll be in Savannah, and we will be hosting a convergence for escapers in Savannah.
Oh, look.
So there'll be a bunch of people out there.
That's actually on one. Moved. Our cat was late because she was being sociable with the neighbors.
There you go. Yeah. So be social.
And so, you can just do that. Be sociable with your neighbors. Say hello in a campground. You never know who you're going to meet.
Yeah. But it is super awkward talking to people on a campground. Just walking up and being like, nice rig. I don't know what you say. It's weird. And that's why, communities that are built for connecting people are awesome, because everybody comes into it knowing that I'm going to go meet people. That's what we're here for.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, JP's mom. Bud's doing a good job in Moab. Savannah Convergence will be near the middle of Savannah.
Middle of Savannah. Middle of December.
Middle of December. So
it probably will be in the middle of Savannah, but know.
It'll be in the middle of December, far enough away from Thanksgiving and not so close to Christmas, so that there's
we'll be hanging out there probably all month anyway.
Yeah, we'll probably be there all month. Yeah.
For family.
Yeah, my family, my brother and sister-in-law and niece and nephew live in Savannah.
Yeah.
And my parents live in Hilton Head now, so it's easy spot to see everybody.
Can we make it early middle?
Right now it's looking like December 6th, and then from 6th on, but we're still nailing it all down. Planning this far ahead is, crazy.
So hard, right? Yeah, I can see this with Liz. If you guys haven't followed Liz, she's like Liz's virtual campground, and you, my darling, are like an extrovert to the max. Like, she always talks to everyone. She's that weird lady in the park. And I get that from you. And we haven't even met. I just know her virtually.
Yeah.
And I get that.
But like I said, we need those people, because without that, we'd all be inside watching Netflix by ourselves. And you need those people that kind of drag you out, kicking and screaming. And then you realize, all right, these people don't suck. And then, then you start talking to them. And maybe the first time's awkward. And then the second time's not so awkward, because now you're old friends, Oh yeah, we knew you from way back in Florida or wherever we were. So yeah, it goes very quickly, and RVing is a great equalizer. We can, no matter rich, poor, left, right, center, whatever, you all have to dump your black tanks, and eventually everybody's going to spill the black tank. So it's just a nice, easy thing to start with, and then you can go from there.
And Kelly, I just to say that she is someone that I always thought of as an extrovert, and then she's told us recently, no, I'm really an introvert, but things have changed, and she just puts herself out there too. Yeah. And she's gained a lot from that. So it's something. A lot of
dance parties.
Yeah. It's something that you can do, and if you want to just reach out there. You can break out of your shell, reach out. It's
Oh man,
you guys aren't watching these comments.
Sorry, yeah,
We
JP,
gotta
call your
read
mom.
'em.
Your
Yeah.
mom needs you to call. And JP, like if my mom was on here, she'd be exactly the same. So I'm pretty sure we're brothers.
Okay, this is just entertaining. Let's just all read the comments.
Yeah.
Of what's going on right now?
And note that JP is the convergence director for Escapers, so he's the one that's going to be up there running everything when you go to these events. And so, yeah, feel free to have fun with that.
Yeah, he's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
He keeps us entertained. Although I have to say, JP, whenever you do your throw voice, like do it this way, you need to come up with another one because I can always tell it to you. It's always the same voice.
Nice.
All right, well, guys, unless you have anything else or want to keep us more entertained with comments, that's about it for us. But
all right, so yeah, I wish there was an easy way to show you guys where we are because it's pretty awesome. But we're up on a cliff over. It's over a canyon, but it used to be underwater, and then it all got pushed up in the air. So there's seashells and sand 6,000 feet up in the air, which is just strange. But you can see some pictures I posted earlier today. It's
in the
pretty
group,
cool site.
you posted them in the group.
Yeah, I posted them in the Facebook group, and it's a free campsite. It's free to camp here. It may cost you money to get here, or you may have to burn propane when you get here, but there's nobody to pay when you show up.
Oh, thank you, Connie.
Yeah.
Hey, Jessica. Oh, and Margot.
Oh my gosh, everybody's here.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize how much.
We should start a drinking
jumped
game.
up.
Like every time I say so,
Yeah,
they drink, and I'm just gonna say so all the time.
Yeah, you guys can play that.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the old ones. Listen to Brandon.
Yeah. So let's talk about this.
Well, you guys, like we said, we love the RVing community. This is why we're doing this. I mean, this is why we're here. We love the RVing community. It's been great to us. We hope it's the same for you. And thanks for all the people who joined us on here that are friends now that we've met that are coming on, and all of you that we haven't met yet. We look forward to meeting you in the future because it's always great. Everybody's late. We got to move these.
I know we got to start moving them later now that the sun's staying out longer.
Yeah.
Everybody's outside too long.
Yeah, we're just always trying to make them not too late for the East Coast, but it's like everyone's on the West Coast anyway, really. No.
Well, we got to go meet some East Coasters. We got to head east and go meet some East Coasters, and then drag them all back out west where it's you don't have to schedule things.
Right.
Yeah, we are family. I'm not singing. No, I don't sing unless you catch me late night at a convergence. I might sing, but not on here.
Playing rock band.
Yeah.
No, we appreciate all of you, and we want to make this a great community. So thanks for joining ours, and thanks for supporting us with the work we're going to be doing with escapers and escapees too. Because we think that'll be great, and just live your life, get out there, break free, reach out.
Yeah,
we all want to be friends. It sounds cheesy. Yeah, you're one of us. All RVers love it. We love meeting other RVers. It's great. And
it really does. It makes it, I mean, if you don't go out and meet people and do this, you may only do this for a year or so. You may just be like, I'm going to go back and live a regular life. Once you start meeting people, then it's all, why would I go back? Right. All my friends are in cool places. I want to go there, so it's definitely worth it. And I was the one who reached out to the first person. Krenza keeps telling me this.
Well, yeah, you talked online. He never remembers us.
I don't remember this.
He talked online in a Facebook group to a couple people. Somehow he talked to them. I reached out to the first people we actually met that are still friends. And I just said, hey, we're, like the first actual physical meetup. But yeah, you met some of the people online first.
Yeah. And then she talked to them. And then I think I was scuba diving, and she went out and hung out with them. And then, it was, for us, it was fortunate because it was in our first 3 months of full timing.
Yeah.
That she met this group. And it's just like that. I mean, once she met them, then they had another little meetup, and I showed up, and then, okay, so those people introduced us to other people, and then the group just, and it's, if we hadn't taken that step to just put ourselves out there a little bit, you know, it may have been another year or so, or maybe never, you know. And again, being introverts, rallies and convergences are scary. A whole bunch of people all at once, I can't do that, you know, but it's okay. You don't have to be involved in everything all the time.
Right. You don't have to go to everything, and you can join as much or as little as you want, but it is a great place to just be able to meet people and get that connection right away.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to sit there and talk back and forth online. You can just say hello. Meet them.
All right, guys, we're gonna go make some dinner. I think we owe Kelly and Marshall a hamburger.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's easy. It's painless, JP.
Painless. Yeah.
So we will see you guys out there. And if you find us nearby, say hey. We'll probably say hey back. We usually do. It's very rare that we're just like, we just can't right now. I mean, any excuse to go out and do something is easy enough for me.
All right, guys, take it easy. Have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Yep.
Actually, one thing, let me put this back off here. Next week, we are doing Monday and Thursday. And for the next 2 weeks, it'll be a Monday and a Thursday show. So join us. Join us on both days, and we'd love to see you there. Just wanted to give you a heads up about that one.
All right, bye, JP's mom.
Bye.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this replay of our Facebook Live show.
Join our Facebook community to participate in the live shows and learn how to live in an RV.
Go to rvtofreedomgroup.com to join the RV to Freedom Facebook group.
And to be notified about our next live videos and more, sign up with the link provided below in the video description.
We want to help you find your RV to freedom.